or one of these, you go through spaces where there's no gas stations. And I didn't see a sign, doesn't mean I didn't miss it, that said, make sure you have a full tank of gas. And I did have a full tank of gas, but I'll tell you, I was sweating it towards the end. I was down to 34 miles left till empty, and I hadn't seen a gas station in a bit. So, fortunately, I did get one. I filled up, and everything was fine. But I was sweating it. I mean, what would you do? In that same area, besides not having any gas stations, there wasn't, most of it, there wasn't cell service. So I couldn't have called anybody really and said, I need gas. There were no homes. There just wasn't anything. It was just destitute. I talked to my husband a couple times and kind of told him what was going on. But in actuality, what can he do? He's in Mississippi. So anyway, keep mindful of that. It's nice to know where you're going to go through. Now, I know it had me go through that area saying, oh, you'll save 2 hours. If I had known, I'd have gone the long route. I don't care. I would have gone the long route. So, anyway, it all worked out. Everything's good. I'm on my way to Sioux Falls, where I will determine whether I am going to spend the night there. It depends on the loves. And if I go on to Sioux City, Iowa, which will get me 100 miles closer to home. A little bit more. Or to my destination. Last night was probably, even though it's not terrible, I had an interesting experience at Love's. I usually go in, pull in gas, pull in, park, set up, get my covers all put in so there's privacy. And I pulled in kind of early because I was tired. So I pulled in kind of early, got some things done, and decided around 8:30 I needed to go to sleep because I was getting tired. About 10, now I had my windows open a bit so my back air fan would work smooth. And I was nice and comfortable. It was going to get cold, so I had an extra blanket. And it was fine. And a big truck came in and parked next to us, where really they're not supposed to be, but it was really crowded there, so he probably didn't have a choice. And unfortunately, he left his truck idle for whatever reason. Maybe he had a refrigeration unit, I don't know. And let it idle for a good hunk of time. Well, that was all fine, because I could cover my ears, but the fumes from his truck came in the van. So I had to hurry up, close the windows, turn off my max air fan, and now it was going to get stuffy. So I turned all my fans on to circulate what air I had, and anyway, it was a little bit rougher night than I'm used to. Do I still want to stay at Love's? Yep. It didn't kill it for me. Do I have other options? Probably. I'm just still very comfortable at Love's. I was going to go to Paducah, and I've talked myself out of that, Paducah, Kentucky, to look for some Liberty Tana lawn. It's a lovely fabric that I am going to use for my Hexies. It's a gorgeous fabric. And in fact, no place that I can find carries it. But Paducah does. And I wanted to go really bad and feel it. But my car, I think, needs to have a look at, because it probably needs a tune-up. I put on almost 5,000 miles at this point, and I'm not home yet. So I think it needs to have a few things done to it, and then on my way up to the meetup in Missouri, I'll just go out a day early and go to Paducah. Or on my back, doesn't make a difference to me. know. I'd love to know what you think about it. But I'm looking forward to using it. I'm hoping it is going to be my go-to for a splurge on really good fabric. We'll see. We'll see. I'm going to tonight go through my bins and probably start another crochet thing. Because I know when I pull over at night, if I don't have something handwork to do, I get really bored. I'm fine with doing handiwork and then watching a YouTube on my computer. I set up the Starlink. I download a video if I've made one, and then I go on there and watch several people. I'm really into a couple of people, whether it be van ones, sewing ones, even a cooking one. But right now I'm not doing the cooking one because I get frustrated. I can't really cook in here. I mean, I don't have hardly any ingredients left. I've just about depleted my refrigerator freezer for meals, which is perfect because I did not want to have any that was going to be going home with me. So I have one package of sausages left. I have a package of vegetables left, and that's it. And a gallon and a half bag of ice, because I drink an awful lot of ice water. That has been perfect. I brought with me 6 gallons full of ice from home. And I've not scrimped on it. I've not bought any. And like I say, I have a gallon and a half left, which will get me home. Unless I dog. And I'm not going to dog. I'm actually anxious to get home. I have a few things I want to do to my sewing room. Especially, I've decided, I hope this isn't a mistake, I've decided to take out, if you buy a bolt of fabric, it comes on a core of cardboard. And it wraps around that. And that's lovely, but it takes up a lot of real estate. So I'm going to go through, put a little tag on the fabrics, and fold them up better without those and recycle those. I want to clean up my sewing room, my studio, make it way more organized so I can put in there one comfortable chair or two, because my husband says he wants to go in there, and he does. He goes in there if I'm sewing, and I don't know what he does. He watches TV or something. But if he wants to come in, I want to have a chair, or he can put it in another room. It's up to him. I'm pretty much not going to dictate that. Anyway, there we go. That's just a quick update. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I need to say other than like. That's a nice thing to do. Just hit that thumbs up. And watch it to the end. Join, or not join. It would be, subscribe. I don't have a join thing. I don't know if I'm going to do a join thing. I don't know if I'm going to do Patreon. I don't think I am. I'm just not gonna. I don't want to have to do things special for Patreon people that I don't do for everybody else. So, you can certainly let me know what you think. I mean, I only have 35 subscribers so far, so it's not going to be like a whole bunch. Anyway, I want to say a shout out to 2 people, because the video that I made with them in it never made it to this. And Josiah and Parker at the Apple store in Bridgeport, Portland. It's a mall. They were amazing when I got my phone. So if they either one of them watch it, I think Josiah will. Then, hey Josiah, you were great. Anyway, have a good day. Hopefully I'll get a chance to do something tomorrow. Tomorrow, if I leave from Sioux Falls, I'll be headed down to Hamilton. It'll I make it to Sioux City, I probably would want to get past